All right, fellas, we got some special guests for our episode this month, this week. It's this month. We do it every month. We got James and Dylan. How are you guys doing?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty
I'm good,
good.
man.
You guys have been, I won't say begging to get on this show, but I'm happy to have guests.
I asked one time.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I said. You're not begging. You're just, I'm happy to have guests. We've had guests before, but um happy to have you guys. So you guys been watching some of the stuff we posted? You guys watch the Discombobumentary? I want to hear your thoughts.
Yes.
I did watch that. I thought it was pretty funny and pretty cool.
Okay.
Kind of made me maybe want to do something like that for our team, but we'll see.
I think No Discussion did a little like team documentary they posted, like a quick.
No Discussions was awesome.
It was
It was like 7 minutes. They did like a reel of it on Instagram, but I don't remember seeing the guy. They had like a I guess a filmer there doing the whole tournament. It was super cool.
I'm encouraging teams produce your own content so that I don't have to. But yeah, that theirs was good. I mean that one was from 2 tournaments ago, the Discombobulators. And I went to go start going through the footage afterwards. And I was like, this is so much. I can't do this right now. I had posted a on a smaller version, like a 10-minute video from our game against High Flyers, Swarm versus High Flyers. There was like a mic'd up thing. And I was looking at doing a 3 times longer version of that for discombobulators, and I was like, I got to put this off. But since I've had some time on my hands, I finished it up, and I think it came out okay. The views are okay.
No,
So
I think it's super cool. Like anything like that just adds to the whole atmosphere, especially leading up to the next tournament.
I I didn't really know what the story of it was going to be. I just had them film their stuff, and they're kind of a funny team. Like my brother was the captain, and they had a joke all along that they're not there to win; they're there to make friends. But the kind of theme of it was like, well, no, every team wants to do well, and that's kind of what you saw play out in that video. So I encourage you guys to go watch it because I will probably not do anything like that again. So do your own next time. Okay, so we're kind of in the dog days of summer here, frisbee wise, but we're getting closer to the tournament. So I wanted to go through the teams we have for this year. So that is information that maybe if you've been checking Play Tourney, you've seen a couple of the teams. You guys, I don't know if you guys are active on that.
Yeah, live on it pretty much. So
Oh, you lives on it. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
I haven't looked in a while. I'll pull it up right now.
Well, there's teams that are not listed on there yet that we'll bring up, but you feel free to look at it. We'll start
Okay.
we'll start with I mean, you guys are here right now, disc jockeys. You guys are in the tournament this year. James, tell us how this happened.
I mean, it's been the goal all along was to have this team up here. It probably would have happened last year if it wasn't for Volume 6, meeting Ethan and Dylan
Hmm.
and just getting to know them. And it was just kind of like a deal like, hey, you know, if they didn't win Volume 6, which at the time it looked like they had a really good shot at, that we were going to try to do it together the following year. So we did, and fortunately it worked out. So now we can kind of move on to what we've been trying to get towards all along.
Yep. So yeah, I know I mean, James has been begging for a team I will say the word begging.
3 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably no. Oh no. When you said begging earlier, I was thinking like, no, I've begged for other things before with frisbee, and it's yeah.
Now you've earned your spot, and we're obviously happy to have you guys as a team. And uh, yeah, you guys are going to be formidable. We'll talk about that, I guess, later. But let's go through the list. I'm kind of going in order of, there's no real order here. So next up, discombobulators are coming back. Amber Paradis will be leading the discombobulators, and she's a member of the tournament committee, so she's got her hands full. Then we got Swarm, of course. So no surprises so far. Swarm is coming back. Um,
Better than ever.
yeah, I don't know. I
Are you
mean,
guys playing frisbee over there?
let's talk about it. No, I'm not playing frisbee right now. But I am. See, I don't get a chance to have people ask me questions about
Well,
Swarm.
here we go.
Swarm, I don't think it's any secret we had a bad year last year. but I kind of am happy about that because it resets the expectations. Our expectations have never been lower, and I feel like we operate good that way. I
We
don't
came in
have,
with high expectations with making the last finals game last year. Was that 6?
yeah, we did make the final, and we
Yeah.
had I mean, I think 4, 5, 6, we went third, third, second, and did we overperform? Maybe. I don't know, but that's how we finished. So, um, maybe we had a regression last year to where more. But I will say, I am very focused. I know Bree is too. She's listening. And our whole team, I think, is, but we want to have a better showing. I'm not playing frisbee, but I am getting ready for it.
Okay.
Working out, totally transform my body. I'm a new
There you
man.
go.
Yeah,
New man.
yeah. But we're gonna get started. Like we're hopefully we can find a game with some friends but we've been going out and throwing it around, in the cornfields here, Bree and I. So no, we're excited. The team is basically the same. Um, no real changes. So you're gonna get what you get with us. You guys have any comments on the swarm? I know you. Come on. You're on.
I'd
You're on.
love to.
You're on.
I'd
You're
love.
on, you're
I'd
on the
love to play
show.
y'all. I'd love to play y'all this year.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I like my big two. I'd love to play y'all, and I always really want to play high flyers. So
Yeah. Well, we won't get into format this episode because we still have to, it's a committee. We got to talk about format, but it's going to be obviously extremely similar to the last 4 or 5 years. So we're going to have the preliminaries and the bracket round. There just might be like real small tweaks, but I wouldn't expect anything too different. I will tell you guys, little behind the curtain, I did propose a radical change to the tournament, and I got shut down very quickly by the committee, which I'm glad. It makes sense, but I was, you know, I had some, you know,
let's hear it.
yeah. Um,
Maybe you should
Honestly,
fire them if they.
no, I think it would be a tough sell for people. Basically, what it was going to be was no Friday night games. Friday was going to turn into complete like fun fest, meet and greet, stuff like that. Because this is just my viewpoint. I feel like the tournament has gotten off to like such a tense start because everyone comes so excited to play. And it's like you have no idea who you're playing. Well, you know who you're playing, but that's your first interaction with people is like on the field, and you're so amped up that it just kind of starts off so hot and heavy that I didn't like that. I didn't like that. And
No, that
I
makes
think it
sense.
caused tensions.
Yeah.
That's just
I
my
like the idea of having like Friday as kind of like a fun
Well, I think even just like the
day.
way it's going to be now, where there's still the prelims, towards the end of Friday or like on one field throughout the day, but the whole other time there's pickup games going where teams are mixing and skills competitions and everything. Like I think it's kind of a balance of both sides of it.
and that's kind of the what we came to. We got to iron out some details. So I think next episode we'll have more of those details. But uh, yeah, like I mean, last year I think your guys' first game against Winchell was that your first game, Land Sharks
Yeah,
Winchell. I mean, that was
Yeah.
that was an amazing game, but it was like a championship level game for the first game of the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, no, we want this for the last game. We don't want this the first game.
yeah, I was like straight into the fire.
And then by Saturday night, players are like dead because you went all out Friday. So, but we'll figure it out. It's going to be good. Back to
I
the
like where it's
list.
going.
Yeah.
More fun on Friday.
So
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys,
super looking. I'm more excited about the pickup games than honestly anything right now. I'm so excited to get to just kind of play with some players like Marquise or Julian or people like that I never really get to. It'll be a lot of fun.
yeah, we got some ideas tossed around. So it'll be the same tournament, but just maybe a few different tweaks. Anyways, so then we got Disc Kings, Giles Harger, captain. I mean, shout out Giles, bringing a team every year, like filling a slot. Like he's a good captain. I don't know exactly where they finished last year. It might have been towards not where he wanted to necessarily, but I know they're going to be back again. Then we have Flight Risk, which was the old Young and the rest of us. They won Down East Division last year. So,
Sage is growing up.
yeah, Sage is growing up. We played them in like the first bracket game because we were bottom of mid coast and they were top down east. And uh, I mean, the gap is closing. Let's just say that. So we'll see. Then
Maybe
we
they'll
have
move up this year.
maybe. I mean, it's going to happen someday
Yeah.
if
They
they
got some good people. They got some good players.
if they stay together. So
Yeah.
then we have Night Gliders, formerly Panic at the disc throw. Lexi Odell. I mean, they were a top four team last year, I believe.
Yeah, they were the I want to say one seed for a minute
At
there,
some point,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, they were the one seed for a little bit. And finished fourth.
I know they throttled us, among others. So they were wanting that game for a long time. Then we have No Discussion is back. So no surprises so far. No surprises. Then Tortilla Tossers, they're back. Darren Clark, who is a tournament committee member, is gonna not be the captain this year. I mean, his hands were full last year with the, helping us all out. So, but Chris Wood is gonna be the captain. Then we have Alex Giannikos, who is captain of what was Lag, but I do know that they are changing their team name. And
Oh.
yeah, they're rebranding.
Hmm.
So he did tell me the name, and I think it is listed on Play Tourney, so it's public, but they're going to be called Throwback.
Okay.
So we'll see. He said they're going to have a few changes to the roster, but the same core is going to be there. Then we have Slip Discs, Miles Hafner, returning team. Miles is an awesome captain. Long Island Crash.
Yes.
Yep, they're coming. I think there were he had a team that he was hoping to bring last year and things didn't quite work out. So I think he's hoping to bring there's more players that he's going to be bringing. I guess that's what I'm saying.
That's probably my favorite team in the entire tournament, honestly. That team
Yeah,
is
they're super fun.
they're the best vibes as a team and just individuals I've ever played with. They're awesome.
Kyle was kind of like previous generation you, James, like he wanted to get into the tournament so bad and like he finally he got to be a captain last year was his first year. So
That's awesome. I'm hoping the DMs never get dropped between me and the main Ultimate Frisbee account.
the DMs never get dropped yet. Well, a lot of people have access to that account now, just so you know.
Right.
It's not very secure. Uh, so yeah, Kyle's back. That's gonna be awesome. I think they won. I almost called it the Spirit Award, the Sportsmanship Award last year. But his whole team
Yeah.
left. And there's only a few people left to get the medals at the end. Okay, now we have this is a new team, Altitude. So this is Levi and Elijah are co-captaining. Reaction.
James, you want to
They have white
go?
jerseys. So I'm happy about that. Not another team
Oh,
with
Not a
thank
dark, not
goodness.
a
not
dark
dark.
one.
Yeah, so I'm happy about that.
That's good. It'll be interesting to see who ends up coming. I think we're all kind of curious if there's gonna be many Georgia players on it or not, and also if there's gonna be many high flyers players on it or not. Like kind of what it's gonna shake up to be. Because I know they were on high flyers last year, and some of them got to be kind of friends over there. So it'll be interesting to see how it shakes up. Because there's only like 7 people I think entered on the team on Play Tourney right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So Elijah's somebody he's messaged the account years in the past, like wanting a team. And it's just like I don't even know who he is. I think I met him last year. I can't say I know him very well, but I know he played on High Flyers
Super,
last.
super nice guy. Him and
Yeah.
his family. So Bo Schnapp from Panic at the Disc Throw formerly. and
Hmm.
then High Flyers last year. I want to say that is his, I think, just best friend.
Hmm.
There might be like some distance relation. I can't remember for sure, but I know for sure they're very close. So that's how they ended up coming to Georgia. They stayed with us down there. You know, all their family, like super super awesome people.
Okay. Yeah. They seem like they got the love for the game and they've got the devotion for for our tournament. So once you keep doing those things, you're gonna get in. So they're in. And you know what? I skipped over a team. This might help answer some questions. High Flyers. High Flyers will be back. Kyle Bonebreak is taking on the captain role. And I think they are going to be bringing back some players they had in previous tournaments that they did not have last year.
Okay.
So I I feel like they are going to be a contender for the
Maybe some ex Hucks
top.
potentially.
I know I was gonna ask, but I didn't know.
We'll talk about the Hucks or the
Okay,
Wicked High mileage.
whatever they are.
We'll talk about them. So that's 13 teams. And then we got Windchill coming back, Ethan Small returning. I imagine it's gonna look more like the Windchill of like year five. And then which I love that team. I love those guys. So I hope I'm happy about that. So that's 14 teams. There's one more team that we're just on the edge of confirming that did play last year. It's unofficial, but end of line. They played last year. Uh, it looks like Rob Wareheim's going to take over that team. So I'm pretty sure they're in. Probably by the time this gets posted, we'll know for sure. He's still putting together a roster. So that's 15 teams if you've been counting at home. So that means we have one slot open. And then we haven't done it for, I think, since the second tournament or third tournament, but have a free agent team. So we're going to have 16 teams no matter what. It's just a matter of how it will work out. And if you're out there and you're on the edge, I mean, this is your last chance. So let us know if you're interested in forming a team. Thoughts?
I think the free agency idea is pretty cool. I know that there's unfortunately we just rosters are capped, so like Luke's looking for a team. There's another younger brother from Georgia named Nixon, kind of looking for a team. So it's always, I think that's a cool option for all those players that are, just rosters fill up a little quick for some people. So
Yeah.
If you do a free agent team, is it gonna be like a 17th team, or is that 16th team gonna be the free agent team?
I will never do 17 teams again. We did it for the third tournament, which we will talk about in the next episode when we
Oh.
review our history. But 17 is, first of all, it's a terrible number. Who even that is that anyone's favorite number? No, it's not. And it just does not work with anything. So we will only have 16 teams. I like like what you're saying, James. I like having a free agent team because it kind of makes sure everyone who wants to play can play. The downside of a free agent team is that somebody has to manage it. And that's why I think we'd prefer to have an established team, a team that
I volunteer Michael Racine.
to be a captain. Well, that
He
someone's got
said
to
he said he'd be down.
fill in the application, Michael Racine. So that's how that kind of is how I feel too. It's like if you want to make sure you have a spot in this tournament, you've got to demonstrate James-like determination to want to have a team. Okay?
Don't do that.
It might take 3 years, but you'll get your dream.
Yeah,
So Wicked High Mileage, Incredible Hawks, uh, Chuck University, as we'll talk about in this episode. They're not coming back. I think it's just they're all over the place now. Uh, I'm disappointed. I love those guys. I want to play against them. I want to see
It's like
them.
classic team, classic players.
I know. Yeah. But life, I mean, I even feel it. Like when you're not in Maine, it's hard to make it happen. So I appreciate the out-of-state players that come because I know it takes a lot. But there's still one more slot. If anyone's listening to this, maybe I'm not saying we're holding it out for them, but if there's a change of heart, We're all ears. Okay. Well, that's where we're at with the teams, guys. Let's do our rules discussion. People keep telling me, you gotta show the rules, you gotta do this. Well, this is how I'm doing it. I'm not gonna go through the whole rule book, at once. So just we'll do one rule at a time. And this week, this month, we're gonna talk about the disc space rule. Very simple rule. It says here, if any part, it's a disc-based violation, if any part of the marker is less than one disc diameter away from the torso of the thrower, or a line between any 2 points of the marker. It touches the thrower or is one disc diameter away. So when you first hear one disc diameter away, I think a lot of people are like surprised at how close that is. Am I right on that? Or what do you guys, when you hear?
Yeah, it feels pretty close.
Yeah. And I think in like maybe pickup games, a lot of people are used to playing like an arm's length away. But if you read through the wording here, it kind of ends up almost being like an arm's length away because just with the logistics of this like one disc away from the torso. So if your hands are at all extended from your body, you're going to violate that B part or align any 2 points on the marker touches the thrower. Like if can you see what I'm saying? Like if your hands are at all extended towards the person, like very quickly you're going to be within a disc space. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. No, basically, like if you draw a line perpendicular to the player where the disc would, be, and if you draw an imaginary line between the ends of your hands, if that line crosses there at any point, then you've violated the rule.
Mm-hmm. And that goes to, it's like the B one says, or the pivot of the thrower. So that's like their foot too. So now it's not just the torso, it's the foot that if your hands cross that line, or that's actually, it says even less than one disc. So it has to be even a disc from their pivot foot. So if someone's pivot foot is the front foot and your hands cannot cross that line, they could be holding the disc way back away and you can't get any closer. So, and then it talks about straddle. It's when it's very similar to that B part. And then wrapping, you even if you're a torso length away or a disc length away from the torso, if your hands are going around them, same thing. So I bring up this rule because there have been incidents where people they either get confused about the rule, they might think it's still a arm's length away. And I've seen it happen multiple times where they'll use the disc to push someone away from them to give them space. Have you guys seen that? You ever come across that?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah.
Well, in previous tournaments, it was arm's length, right?
Right, before we
Maybe
started
there's a
using just the
confusion.
ultimate. Yeah. And I get
And I
it.
know for like down here, like pickup for years was always arm's length before we started doing, same deal.
Yeah. So, like, I think as we established, for all intents and purposes, it kind of almost is an arm's length away. But what I just don't want to see is people getting frustrated when someone's close and they push someone out of the way, like either using the disc or their arms. That's just not a great way to handle the situation because then the person's like, well, why'd you push me? And then we have like a situation all of a sudden. Just
Right.
call it, hey, give me some space. Because that's all the penalty is, anyways, is reset. That's all it is. So just a small thing, but that's what I wanted to bring up. You guys have any?
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
it's
just any rule, just discuss it if there's any uncertainty about it. Like if the game's going on, it's not a big deal. Just mention it.
Yeah, and I think that's and this is going to go to another point that we might try to address. The clock creates such stress at the tournaments that I think that kind of prevents people from having conversations. Because like we can't stop and talk about this rule because we're down by 2 points and there's only 4 minutes left. Like I think that causes issues.
No, for
yeah.
sure. There's always a sense of urgency. Like there's not time to stop and try to deal with that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. And I don't know how much USA Ultimate you guys watch, but they have what they call like a soft cap and then a hard cap for timing wise. And once you reach that number, it's like you play to a certain score. So the game always ends on a score as opposed to the clock running out. There's a lot of reasons why that would be difficult for us to do, but I like that because the game ends without the clock being involved, which I think could maybe help. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
I I like the concept of it. Like it's great for UFA. The issue always becomes time for the tournament. Like it already goes so late with 16 teams. And I mean, I know we did a tournament one time where it was kind of a similar situation and the game ended up being almost an hour and a half long. So like it just brings in a different dynamic that there's no controlling.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to do. I think going to a score would be fun, but yeah, you need to have time
Yeah. It
to
would
like
have to
actually
be,
end the game.
yeah, it would have to be well thought out but I'm curious, maybe people can leave a thought or a comment on ending games because I don't want good discussion to be hindered because people are stressed out about the clock. But drop a comment if you have an idea. All right, moving on, guys. Continuing our history of the tournament. I talked about the first tournament last month, and so now we're talking about year two. And if you've been following YouTube, I posted some of the championship games from each bracket uh, the past few weeks. Do you guys get a chance to watch them? I know you watched Chuck University and Air Raiders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I watched that one.
Yeah. What do you guys think? What were your thoughts on watching the good old days? I wouldn't say the good old days, but the old days of the tournament.
it was cool. Was that like during the COVID era? Because I noticed there's like nobody on the sideline whatsoever.
Good observation. So the way that the tournament format was a little different, and maybe I'll just explain briefly the year one to year two jump. So year one was, all main people, and it was super successful. And there was a summer tournament I mentioned in the last episode, but Kyle Burton had organized a summer event for like at least 2 or 3 years. And that's where some of the people from New York had come up to play. And they obviously really wanted to get in to the main tournament. And we wanted to have them, I guess. I mean, hey,
Yes.
we're just being honest. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember. Did we want them or not? Either way, we had them. We were like, well, okay, let's do it. Because I'll be honest, they dominated the summer tournament over at Kyle Burton's house. And it was that's where we first met Ryan Ross and Micah Oakman. And I think they won the first 2 years. And the second team they brought up was like basically like the Hucks and what Wicked High Mileage would come to be. Do you have any memories of that, Dylan?
Vaguely. I was low in the standings, so I didn't really get to play with the good people.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Don't worry. So, yeah. So, that was like prime swarm days too. And so we were like, hey, let's do it. Let's have them come up. And I will say that there was a lot of pressure to not let the tournament get overtaken, I guess, by people we don't know. And that's really the thing. Is like we don't really know these ones. We know our friends here. And so we did have I can't remember exactly. Going into that second tournament, there was like a guideline that we had for teams. Like you had to have like four main connections on your team, I think. Or it was the other way around where you could only have four non-main connections. I think it must have been just four main connections. I was looking at the teams and there was some main connections on them. And I do know we exempted one team from that, and that was like the New Hampshire Mass team, Flying Hot Saucers, I think they were called. So we broke our own rules for them, even though we didn't really know them either. But anyways, it went good, the tournament. It was obviously super successful. It was awesome. And I think it's good for anyone who is a newer player to the tournament to like go check it out, see the old days, uh, watch some of these guys like in their prime. Like I'm good friends with Ryan Ross now. Like that was his prime. Like I think the very next year he didn't play because he had a really bad knee injury. Like he blew his knee out. So, and he obviously hasn't been, he'll tell you it's held him back. So even the incredible Hucks, wicked high mileage years, he was not this player that we saw in the second tournament. And like you said, by the end of the night, because the way the tournament format was set up, we didn't have like not every team played the same number of games because once you were eliminated from your bracket, that was it. So it really had dwindled out by the time the championship games got there. So there wasn't a lot of atmosphere, as you noticed.
Gotcha.
Uh, but that game itself was Air Raiders and Chuck University, and Air Raiders had been runners up for the first tournament, and they, I mean, they had I thought maybe it'd be their time, but I do know in that last game, and I think I talked about it in the commentary, but Josh Kenny was sick. Like he was very ill.
Yeah, food poisoning.
Yeah, I remember that. So not that that's an excuse. I do think Chuck University was clearly the best team that day.
They was Air Raiders. They played y'all in the semis.
Yeah, they beat us pretty soundly. We I don't have a lot of memories from that tournament. I know we played Chuck University really close in the in the prelims, or what we had is like we grouped all the teams into divisions. That's when we first started those four divisions, like in a group play. The four each division played against each other one time. And so I think Panic actually beat Chuck University in the mountain. I think that's what had happened. And we had beaten Panic and we lost to Chuck and Air Raiders. Let's see if I'm right.
Dylan, where were you at? Average Joe's.
Oh,
I
we're gonna
was
get
on I was
there.
on Average Joe's.
Oh,
We,
okay, okay. I'm waiting for that.
oh, I mean, me too. Uh,
What team?
yeah, we lost to Air Raiders by one. Yeah, we played Chuck University in there somewhere. Yeah, 3-2, low scoring game. But by the bracket round, I know we beat the New Hampshire Mass team. That was a good game. And then we just got kind of blown out by Air Raiders. They were gunning for us hard. We had beaten them the year before. And then I know Chuck University and Panic had an awesome game. And then that final game, which you guys have all seen now, or if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Micah Oakman was on that team, just chucking it deep to Marquise and whoever.
Marquise, dude.
Yeah.
Holy cow. I thought he was fast like last year. I'm so glad that I didn't have to play him back then.
Yeah. So, yeah, these guys, it's cool to see them play at that level. We were talking before we started recording, James, but at the style of play is definitely a lot to
It's the
bond.
game's evolved a
Yeah.
little bit since then. There's more than three throws each possession now.
Not to like toot our own horn, but like obviously the Swarm, we were not chucking it deep. We were working it up the field. We were doing this, that, and
Good team
so
frisbee.
yeah. And I think that was our, hey guys, guess what? We don't have to throw it deep. And then now everyone plays that kind of like dink and dunk style. And okay, well, we that now we have to come up with something different, but I don't know if we've got a different play. But it is cool to see the change in styles. So
I don't mind the old style too much either. So
yeah. Turnovers kill you. Like I always would preach that. A turnover is so costly. And so you got to keep possession of the disc. Okay. Anything in the stat sheet? We kept stats. I think that task almost broke us on that tournament. Trying to
it's
keep
a
stats.
lot of stats,
Yeah.
and it's a much more labor intensive way of doing it.
Yeah, we had, paper and pencil. We didn't have an app. Uh, so, but we got the stats. I feel, pretty good that they're pretty accurate. And I think we awarded medals based on, who had the most stats. So I could go through and tell you probably who won, but I can't remember exactly. There was definitely some. standout performances there. You got Yater's stat line, right? You
Oh
got
boy.
what was Dylan's stat
Dylan
line?
stats. I think it was 6'4", and I don't remember how many blocks. It was either 8 or 2. I think.
8 or 2. You're going.
That's a big
I
difference.
just I just can't remember. I'm just pulling numbers that are in my head right now. I
Yeah.
could be completely wrong.
Yeah. Hey, how old were you, Dylan? You played in the first tournament too with Average
I
Joe's.
played in the first one. I think I was 13, and then 14, 15, and on.
I
Skinny
don't.
boy. Then.
I
Yeah.
I gotta say I don't remember you from those
Gee,
tournaments.
thanks.
No offense. I just don't remember you. I
He
remember
was
you.
irrelevant to Ben back then.
Yeah, exactly.
I see how it is.
Okay, well that brings me to something fun I wanted to do in this realm here, stats and team players. I have been compiling all-time stats because I'm a nerd and I love stats.
That's
But
actually really cool.
I'm gonna quiz you guys since you guys are such tourney experts on
My
who.
knowledge only dates back 2 years.
Yeah, but I know you're a pro. Who do you guys think the top 10 goal scorers are in the history of the tournament? How many can you name? That's what I want to see if you guys
If
can.
we give a name, are you gonna say
Yeah,
yes or no? Or
Yeah, exactly. I'll see if you guys can get the 10.
I'm
And
willing to put I'll put Jake Pajera and Ben
that?
Roberts in top 10.
okay, we're talking about goals though. We're not talking
Oh,
about
okay.
assists.
Okay. I'd still put Jake
Goals?
probably.
Yeah, still put Jake.
Okay, Jake is on the list. He is third. 44
Dang.
career goals. And now here's the I will this is the caveat. I do not have stats from the third tournament because we
Well,
that's
probably my best tournament.
I do regret that a lot because probably
Sure.
yeah. Because the second tournament, like I said, killed us. And I was like, if you guys want your own stats, each team can keep
Keep them
stats.
yourself.
And of course, nobody did. So I do not have third tournament stats.
Hmm.
But Zach is on the list. I mean, whoops, I just gave you a name. Jake is on the list. Third all time, not
And where
counting.
is Zach Lewis?
Zach Lewis is fourth. 42.
Wow.
32.
Yeah.
Okay. Evan Smalley, just rack off the frisbees.
Evan is not on this list for goals.
Dang it. All right.
I don't know how far back he went, but I know when they were a little bit lower division, he had some crazy years. Is Ethan Merrill in there?
Ethan Merrill's in there. He's fifth, 39.
Hmm.
Hmm. Is O'Henny?
No Henny. I
No,
kind of
Henny.
thought that name would come up. If we did modern era, like fourth tournament on, he might be on that list.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, is this only one and
This is
two?
no, this
This
is
is 1 through 6.
one through
One
seven.
through
One
six?
through
Or is
seven.
one through
Oh,
seven? Seven, yeah.
1 through 7 minus.
Um,
So you guys have
okay.
gotten Jake, Zach, Ethan so far.
Is
is Dylan
Oakman in
Yater
there?
on that list?
Oh, wait.
Is Dylan Yater on that list?
Why do you say wait, Dylan?
Because I don't want to know just yet. Let's get some more names.
He doesn't want to know. Okay. Okay. I
Nick
think you guys can
Latella?
get most of these. I think there's one that you might not get.
I said,
Nick,
oh, is Oakman on there?
No, he might be on the assist list. I can do assist too if we move this along.
okay. Nick Latella?
Nick is not on a goal list. We're not going to do blocks, but Nick is number one on blocks all time.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool.
What about Marquise?
No, he's not. You remember I don't think
Marquise.
he oh no, he played in the sec. I think he
He
only
played in the
played
second.
yeah, but I think last year was the first time he came back.
Oh, really? Since the second? Okay.
Yeah.
What
Man.
about Caleb Jacobs?
No. You guys got to think. I'll give you guys some hints.
I'm trying to go back further, but is it a little bit more modern day?
There is some modern names on here. Guys
Man, is
racked up.
is
Oh,
uh is Julian
Tomazo.
Julian Digivarni
Yeah,
or whatever his last name is?
you guys got two of them. So Julian 36, Tommaso 34.
Because I think Tomazo had a crazy year on, it was at five,
He
Yeah,
did.
it was 5.
No, I think it was the fourth.
fourth
It was
one.
when he was with like Ice Disc or something. He had the
Yeah.
stat line. You know the meme of the guy with like the
He had some,
Wilt Chamberlain stat line. That
yeah,
was
he had some wild stats.
that was Tommaso. Just him and oh
Pierce.
Pierce, yeah, they just dominated. So yeah,
So how many do we have left?
you got 5 left. So you got half of them so far. One
Come
you
on,
one you
Dylan.
know
Can we,
though. One Dylan
Dylan,
just
come
doesn't
on,
know.
Dylan. Just cross your name off.
Am I in there?
So he is on the list. Where do you think he is on the list?
6.
He is number one. Dylan is number one all time. I actually was kind of surprised about that. Congrats,
Dang.
But who knows? Maybe that it might even be a higher number if we had the third tournament on there. Who knows?
I
Gosh.
did
Spread
not
your
see that
watch
coming.
now.
But longevity obviously helps, and like Dylan's played in every tournament too. But his early stat lines, were not what his later ones have been. So that's
Great.
cool.
How many was it
Um,
again?
You're up to 6 now. Oh, how many
No,
total?
how many stats?
He had 47 total goals
47.
in 6 tournaments. So
Hmm. So we've got 4 left.
yeah, you have 4 left.
is
Is
Pearson there?
No Pierce, no.
No.
I don't know how long he's been playing. I just know that he had a crazy year 5 tourney. Is Oakley Hutchinson in there?
Oakley is pretty high up. I remember. He's not top 10,
Okay.
but
Okay. Is there any girls in here?
there is one girl on here.
Bree Roberts.
No, but she's close. So. Do you want me to tell you who the girl is, or do you
Is it
want?
Rachel?
It's Rachel, yeah,
Okay.
Rachel Sargent. So, but I think Bree and Ashley are like 11 and 12, like all time,
That's pretty cool.
like
Yeah,
guys,
Yeah.
everything. So like that's 3 swarm girls in the top 15. That's
that's pretty cool.
kind of cool. So
That's
then, what do you got? 2 left? Yeah, you have
2
no 3 left. You
left.
have 3 left.
3 left.
What's the number for him?
So number 2 all time. I
2.
don't know if you guys will ever get this. That's a hint.
Number 2.
Was Ryan Ross like a receiver? Like, is he in there?
He's not. He's not on the list.
No.
He missed a couple tournaments.
Oh, Jolson.
You are a true fan, James. That is very impressive. Jolson Malongo, 45. I think he had like 20 goals last year.
Yeah, he had
Wow.
more than me, volume 6, and it was making me
Yeah.
so mad.
I mean, that name came out of nowhere for me. And then
Yeah.
there's one more that I feel like you guys can get. And yet the other one, it was a little surprising to me. But
Era, is it a newer era or,
this
past?
player has played in almost all the tournaments except one, I think. And he's not a main player. I will say that.
Zephaniah Gooch?
No, this player now lives in Georgia, I heard.
Oh, Javon.
Yeah, he's a goal
That's
scorer.
my dog. I love that dude. He's so nicest guy ever.
And then
What number is he?
he's just below Ethan, so he's 6th.
Okay.
So, and one more, I'll give it to you guys just because it's Caleb Elizondo, High Flyers. So
Yeah, I don't know if I would.
yeah, the assist list is fun too. And it's like a lot of the players you guys have mentioned, they just are more assists.
We got time for it?
Let's do it. If you guys, I seems
do
like
it.
you guys like this, so let's do the assists.
Yeah. I was gonna throw on Dylan and Ethan Merrill right off the rip.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're both on there. Dylan is 9th, 45 assists, and Ethan is 3rd with 61.
I would have put him. I thought he was gonna be number 1.
I thought he was gonna be number 1 too. He had
a lot of
27 assists, volume 5.
Yeah.
I think that was a record. I'm gonna go ahead and do man, who were we just talking
These
about?
are like all-time handlers,
Double J.
Jordan Jones?
Gordon Jones, yeah.
Yeah, Jordan Jones. He's number 1, 75 career assists. He had
Holy smokes!
I think he had over 20 twice. So that's
I know he had like 24, volume 2.
yeah.
Ben Roberts.
Ben Roberts is on this list. Where do you guys think he is on the list?
I'm gonna say a solid 5th all time.
I've got volume at my
I-
side. I've played in, all of them.
Is number 2 taken?
Number 2 is not taken.
I'll say number 2.
You are correct. Number 2, 63.
Nice.
So yeah, I was surprised about that. I'm steady though. Like every year it's like 9, 10, 8,
Yeah.
So that's
Now I'm gonna guess Evan Smalley
yeah, Evan is on there, number 5, 57.
and Zach.
Zach is on there, 55.
Man, imagine if all those guys were on the same team together. They probably would have won
Yeah,
like
that'd
every
be like
championship.
that'd be ridiculous,
They
right?
were like dominating all these stats. I would have been like, man.
I love it. So this is why it's great to have guests. You guys can say things that I might not get away with. Uh,
Um, is I don't know. He's new, but is Jason Maz on there?
he is. I mean, he's only played in 3 tournaments and he's eighth all time,
Yeah,
49.
he's dropped like I think 18 every tournament.
Yeah, he adds them up.
He's definitely their main thrower. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is kind of something just as a sidetrack, like I noticed about no discussion. I feel like I mean, most teams, I guess, have one main handler, but he's definitely their main handler. I don't, do they have like a secondary handler?
Bradley.
Yeah, that's true.
Bradley's kind of their secondary.
Amanda too. She has a lot of assists.
Amanda throws, but like pretty much after Jason and then Bradley, everybody is just kind of a receiver defender who does throw some.
Yeah. It's not a knock, it's just an observation.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, so you guys are ripping through this list. We got
Hey,
one.
handlers don't get enough love.
They don't. I think we got 3 left that you guys are missing.
Man, I don't know. I don't know how many tournaments he played before Volume 6, but just off of Volume 6, is Caleb Ponder on there?
No, no Caleb
Okay.
Ponder. You've mentioned this name already, one of them that's on this list.
I did?
Yeah, it's been thrown out there in the goal scoring discussion. Longtime
Um,
player.
Did we say Oakman already?
No, Oakman is not on this list. I was surprised about that. I would just maybe chalk that up to not playing in enough tournaments, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who I already said.
Yeah. This is a teammate of mine.
Oh, Jared.
Oh, he's on there.
No?
He's close. He's
Is,
close.
is
No,
it Caleb?
no.
Caleb, yeah.
Yeah.
He's 10th, 40 all time. And then you guys got 2 more. These are non-main players. That's your
Hmm.
Um, are they vets or a
they're
little bit
vets.
new?
Think all-time team.
All-time team.
That's not playing.
That's
Is Sambo in there? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, oh, oh. Edwards. Taylor
Yeah.
Edwards.
Yeah.
Taylor Edwards.
Good job. You guys got it.
Oh,
Well,
Sampo too?
yeah, he's on there. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. Cool.
good job, guys. You like that, huh?
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah. Stats are fun. Stats are fun. Don't get obsessed with them though. Because they're probably not accurate, you know?
I'll be sure to run to you when I see something that you missed. So
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I love when people do that now. I'm like, yeah. Anyways, you guys want to play another game? You want to play another game? I got a
Yes.
game for you.
sure.
Now we're doing stat guessing from volume 6 on, right?
I feel like you're an expert of stats for volume 6 on. You stared at it probably long enough.
I've probably every night when I'm sad.
All right. Let's this is a game I made. Maybe you've seen it online, but where you list teams, the progression of teams a player played on, you have to try to guess the player based on the teams you see.
Oh,
You
okay.
understand what
Didn't
I'm
you
saying?
post this on the story a while ago?
I think I
Something
did
there's like a crossover one kind of.
I did Immaculate Grid, but I realized very quickly
Yeah.
that like basically probably nobody knows what Immaculate Grid is. So this is kind of like Immaculate Grid. So I'm gonna show you the list of teams, and then you got to figure out who the player is. I think this one's pretty easy. But I will say, well, I'll just share it. Can you guys see that?
Oh, okay. Yes, I know who this is.
All right, we'll wait for James to get a thought in.
It's Jake Pajera.
Good job. You guys know the tournament better than I do because I I didn't know he played with the red shirts. Like I just
Really?
didn't know that was a history of his. Do you guys want to see a picture of him on the red shirts?
Yes.
Yes. Well, this is it. This is gonna be super skinny, Jake.
Oh my goodness. That's
There he is.
wild.
I didn't even know he played, but there he is. And I don't think him and Jordan were together yet at that time. So Frisbee maybe brought people
No.
together.
That's wild.
Okay. So you know what this means? This means I have pictures for all of these people that I'm going to list.
Ooh. Now I'm glad that I haven't played long enough.
Okay. Here's the next one. I feel like you guys, these are going to be too easy for you guys. All right. Pigs might fly, sons of camo, land sharks.
You're picking all of our friends.
I guess so. I mean,
Unless this isn't unless this isn't one of my friends.
what do you have a guess? Are you going to enter a guess?
Is this Ethan?
This is Ethan. This is Ethan Merrill. I did know that he did have this progression of teams.
I didn't know he was on Pigs Might Fly, so I kind of threw that out there.
Sadly, I don't have a picture of him. And if you play in the
Oh,
tournament,
you
you
should have
can
told us before.
if you play in the tournament, you consent to having your image taken and it posted publicly. So sorry, Ethan, but here we go. These are good jerseys right here. All right, there he is, Ethan Merrill in a camo jersey.
Hey, I like it better than some of the alternate land sharks.
Land Sharks have a lot of jerseys.
They do have a lot of jerseys.
On
Hey,
that
Volume
subject,
6 wasn't that bad.
I saw Land Sharks were like in the Georgia draft tournament. I was like having a out of
Somebody
world
liked land
experience.
sharks so much that they had to make a Walmart version.
Okay, Walmart version. I was like, how
It
is
was a
this?
Walmart version.
The main tournament has jumped all the way to Georgia. That now the teams are down there.
Hmm.
No land sharks on the team.
Which, okay, other crazy thing, I didn't realize this for the longest time. I was going back and looking at really old tournaments. There was actually a disc jockeys up in Maine at one point, which I never knew.
There is, yeah. That stood out to me. I think they trying to think.
Who was the captain for that team?
I think it was like Cat Fair. I think they were like the precursor to Panic at the Disc Throw.
Ah,
Yeah. So, or maybe it was you know who the captain was actually? I think it was either Cat or I'm blanking now. Who was on Land Sharks? That was a handler. Dylan
Tucker?
Tucker, yes. I think he was the captain.
Hmm.
All right, I got another land shark for you guys.
Oh boy.
Young
Yep.
and the rest of us to land sharks. Is that David DeRozzi?
No, no.
Hmm.
I think I got this right. I think I have the right list of teams.
Is it oh man.
This isn't is it Sophie?
Close.
I was gonna guess Izzy.
It's not a girl.
Oh.
Owen?
It's Owen.
Ah.
Heard. What what team is that?
Exactly. Well, you're gonna see because I have a picture of
Oh,
Owen
do
on
you have a
the
picture of
herd.
him on that team?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hold on a second here.
What?
Yeah,
He was on that team?
he was. This is, I
What
think,
year
from
was
the
this?
was it the second tournament? Yeah, it was the second. It was one we talked about today.
Wow.
Yeah. So that team, like, it just was kind of a mess. They did not have enough players, and I'm pretty sure Owen just joined that day. There he
So
is.
is that
Oh,
Sampo?
yep.
Is that
Yep.
Maggie?
Thomas, Maggie.
Maggie
Yeah.
and then Matthew
Yeah.
Tim Matthew.
So the story was like obviously those guys would have loved to play with Chuck University, but um, there was a limit of players because we imposed it. So we're the bad guys. But would Owen have ever got his tournament debut if it wasn't for that? Right?
Yeah.
Bring back the free agency.
That's right. All right. I got, okay, I've been waiting for this one, but you guys kind of should be very easy.
Dylan Yater.
Yep.
Oh, come
We're still
on.
gonna do it.
Are you gonna get the summer tournament? Yep, there it is.
And now we have to add disc jockeys. So,
We got a team hopper here.
and this is
Oh.
not fair. I did you
We got
bad.
a ring chaser, ring chaser.
I did you wrong here, Dylan, because You never actually played on the discombobulators at the main Ultimate Frisbee Classic.
No, that was one of Kyle's tournaments.
Yeah. And my brother actually sent me a picture today. I forgot about it till just now, so maybe I'll put it in post-production. Uh,
Please do. Please do.
but I got this
Do you
one.
have a picture of? Oh boy,
I do have this one. It's not a great picture, but it's what we got.
is it Average Joe's?
You're just, here
With
we
his
go.
tummy poking out.
Here he is. Look at that guy.
Oh
Holy
man.
smokes.
What a man. Looking
You were
good.
going off to war, man.
Yeah. I mean, and Ethan's right there too. Look at that.
There we go.
That's amazing.
It's
You,
sweet.
you just made my day, Ben.
Yeah. You remember that game at all? Playing Sons of Camo and Average
I don't
Joe's?
remember that game. I remember the tournament and those jerseys.
Yeah.
Do you still have that jersey?
Yes, I do.
Do you have all your jerseys?
Yes, I do.
Wow, that's awesome. I know you don't have a Discombobulator's jersey though, because you just wore like a
Well,
t-shirt.
I don't think I had a real jersey for them.
Yeah.
I think I just had like a red shirt.
Yeah. All right, I'll throw you guys one more because maybe you'll have a little bit of difficulty with this one, but I don't think so now that I think about it.
Don't
Let's
say anything, James.
Okay, I'll let you get this one.
No, no, I mean just way close up.
All right, you guys see that?
Mm,
Oh, yes, I do know who this is. Is this Jordan?
It is Jordan, yeah. His up in the
JJ.
air stint is kind of a I don't know. I can't remember. You know what? I will tell that story, actually. I'll tell you a swarm story.
Oh,
Jordan is like he plays obviously very different than how we play. Like he throws it deep to Josh Kenny, like that's his style. And like when he played with the swarm, that really clashed with the team, let's just say. And so he didn't have a spot in that. I think it was year five or maybe it was volume six. No, it was year
I think
five.
it was. Yeah, I think it was year 5 because I think that volume 6 was when he was on Up in the Air.
I think
Or
it was year five because he played with us in the fourth tournament. We got third, and then we got third in the third tournament in the year five without him. And so we realized maybe it's an us thing, it's not a him thing. So we brought him back for volume six, and we had our best finish in a long time. So that's just a little swarm inside baseball. All right, I think we have enough time to do the voicemails. I got just a few minutes left, so let's do our voicemails, guys. You guys have fun with that?
yeah,
You
yeah,
enjoyed
that
that?
was a lot of fun.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you had fun.
Hello, this is Julian from No Discussion, and this is for the main Ultimate Frisbee podcast. We are rewatching No Discussion vs. High Flyers Club, and you had mentioned last podcast that Coach Bermudez might be on the hot seat, but I think this film really disproves that. He demonstrates how he keeps his players cool and collected, and it ultimately leads to a game winner at the buzzer. Thank you. Bye.
You guys know what game he's talking about?
I think so.
I don't remember last year's games. They must have had a buzzer beating game against High Flyers. I know they had some good ones against them in Volume 6, but so I guess they're just disproving my. I didn't even make an accusation. I was just wondering if there was turmoil on the team, but it seems like they have his back in the locker room, which is a good sign. How do you guys feel about No Discussion this year? I think they might be a contender for you guys to go against.
Well,
yeah.
they'll
I
definitely
mean,
be a contender.
Hmm.
They're a really
they're a
good team.
they're a fun team to play against. That's a lot of our friends on that team, so it's
Yeah.
always a good time to go against them.
All right. One more voicemail, then we got to wrap this up. This episode has gone long, but hopefully you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, I'd be down to talk longer, honestly.
Here we go. Well, you might get your chance.
Hey, Ben. This is Darren. 5'11", 205 pounds. I know the rosters have not been finalized yet, but looking at them, I noticed there's a team that is really stacked. So, hot take. Might as well just give them the trophy now. Just joking, of course. So that leads me into my question. Is the league doing anything to shorten the talent gap between the top 8 and bottom 8 teams? That's all I got. Can't wait for the tournament. See ya.
All right. I obviously he's talking about the Swarm. So no, I'm just kidding. I feel like he's talking about you guys. I really have no idea, but I think he's talking about your team. I mean, I think
It might be no discussion. I mean, it's either us, them, or y'all, the only 3 teams entered right now. So
so. Without knowing who he's talking about exactly, what do you guys think?
I think
I'm
that
curious what you guys think about the format and teams that are very good.
I think the direct answer to what his question was about the gap between the top 8 and bottom 8 was kind of answered earlier in a way, talking about young and rest of us. I don't remember their name now, but it's just going to change over time. Like teams that might have been dominant at one time, like Frisbees or Wicked High, lives get busy, people get older, either can't play as much or can't play at all, and those teams start to fade. And then teams like Young and the rest of us and these other teams start to develop and grow up, and the gap might not ever go away, but it's going to change, over time who's where, and it kind of always evens out naturally, I think.
Dylan?
I mean, yeah, I kind of agree. There's always going to be a gap there.
Yeah.
And I think it's structured so that the gap is okay. Everybody has a chance each tournament to kind of bridge that gap. But, with that gap being there, everybody's going to have good comp all day long, regardless.
Hmm. Okay. So that was Darren. He's a committee member, and I think it's a good question, and it comes from someone who, has, he's playing on the usual, he's usually in Down East or Southern Division team. So I'm glad that teams are concerned with these things, and I think he's been trying to think of some ideas to, see the gap be tightened. We want to see good competition, and I think it just speaks to a dynamic of the tournament. I don't even want to say it's a problem that you're just going to have, there's a wide gap in skill in this tournament. It just is because we want everyone to be able to play. So is it a perfect solution right now to have the divisions and whatnot? I don't think it's perfect, but I think it works and it allows people to form teams how they want. I don't want to dictate, as we've maybe done in the past, who can make a team and how. I mean, I'm sure you guys appreciate being able to put a team together how you want.
Yeah.
Um, and I think teams just have to determine for themselves why they want to play. What is their end goal? Kind of goes back to like the documentary, Discombobulator. It's like, what is your struggle? Like, what is it that you want to do? And I hope that every team feels like they have something to play for. And I feel like they do. I feel like otherwise teams wouldn't keep coming back. So my short answer is that, I guess. I think it's the best solution we have now without getting too invasive of
I
teams.
feel like the gap is good,
Mhm.
and the way the tournament format is going, I think is good because I think it was year six, the Frisbees played Down East, the championship for Down East, and I mean, I think it was like 16-3.
Yeah.
So I feel like having the skill gap kind of, spread about, we have good finals games for each division. Like there's
Mhm.
not like a blowout or something. So everyone can have like a fun finals game.
Yeah.
Not that that game wasn't fun. I mean, more of like a close
Yeah.
finals game.
No,
Fun for both teams.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
think that's the idea is because we noticed that early on in tournaments where, man, there was a lot of blowouts and we don't want that either. So, and I was talking about flight risk earlier, how they won Southern Division a few years back. Last year, they got over the hump. They won Down East Division. So it's like they're racking up division titles. So maybe next year it's Mid Coast. I don't know. But along the way, they've been able to rack up medals and stuff like that. And I know our team, I appreciate having an opportunity to compete at either division, any division, I guess you could say. And I will say too, like, I wouldn't assume that all the top teams are having all this fun. If you are a team that's in the maybe other divisions, they're winning and losing at the same rate the other teams are too. Like I did all-time team standings too. Like I think Young and the rest of us have almost like some of the most wins all time, you
That'd be
know?
a fun one to do.
Yeah. So my point is like hopefully your journey feels like you're progressing at a good rate. Because trust me, I know we've been speaking from the swarm, we've had bad tournaments and it's like it's you walk away and it's like, wow, we didn't really deserve to play well, even though maybe we could have found success in other divisions. So just because you're in a higher division doesn't mean it's more fun.
It's not.
Yeah. What do you
It's
guys
not.
think? You guys have been
It,
there.
it's not more fun. Um, that's just that. No, I think every team eventually ends up kind of in, the bracket they need to be in, and it'll fluctuate, and eventually that might not be their bracket anymore, but it does work out. Like you said, it's not perfect this format, but you know, there's not going to be a perfect format to have everybody come up, 16 teams when you've got teams of grown people, and then you've got teams where it's, kids wanting to go out and have fun. Like there's not a perfect solution, but this one does work.
Yeah. And I I don't really I maybe used to be more concerned about teams forming a super team or whatever. But to me, if that's your goal is to like form the best possible team you can, I don't know if winning will have that same feel. Maybe not. I don't know. Just I feel like I don't know, that's just my opinion. I've played on teams before where it's like, man, I don't know if this feels like super fun.
I mean, just hard on me and Dylan's sleeve. I think I'll speak for both of us on this one. Just being completely honest, we did that this past year in Boston, and like, I mean, it was a good day and all, but like, I can easily say that was the least fun I've had playing sports in a long time.
It,
It's not fun. Like, it's not fun if there's no competition. It's not fun for everybody else. So I know for us, like with Maine, obviously, I don't think anybody can truthfully say that they go to a tournament not wanting to win.
Mhm.
Um, but for us, like, we're having to say no to, like, some of our best friends, because everybody on the team that we're coming up with is very close to us, and that's kind of the bigger thing, is just going up with all of our friends, and getting to see No Discussion and all those guys, getting to hang out with Ethan, get to see yourself, Jake, all those people that we,
Mhm.
for us down here, don't get to see as often, and then vice versa for Dylan, getting to see all the mass people, all of us come up, all hang out together. So
Yeah, and I will vouch for that because like I might know you guys a little bit better than maybe some of the other players that just aren't playing main. Like I know you guys are a tight group. You didn't just go around being like trying to handpick the most superior team, you know? And I think if any, all the people who played in Maine over the years, I think realize like that's the best way to keep your team going. That's why you see the same teams every year. You don't see like a ton of turnover because people like playing with their group, and that's fine. Everyone has their group. I mean, I know we have it easy because we're mostly family members, so it's like we're probably not gonna separate too much. The swarm, we have others too that play with us. And I know there's been players that asked to play with us over the years, and it's not like I don't want to play with other people, but we it feels there's a sense of satisfaction when you can do it with the group that you've been with, you know.
yeah.
You're not the only one, James. Uh,
That actually, I wanted to know that earlier when we were talking about past teams and
mhm.
Dylan being on. I already forgot the name of the past team before he was on Frisbees. But did you try to join any other teams, Dylan, or did Frisbees come to you, or like how did that happen? Well, could there have been a Yater on Swarm in another universe?
There might have been a little talk of that going to Swarm briefly, not a lot. I think it was probably Sam that asked me to join Discombobulators, and it after I played a tournament with them in the summer. I don't really remember how it went. It was a long time ago. And then we had a practice, and Zach Lewis saw me play and wanted me to join, so I figured I'd join. And I live close to all the guys on that team, so it was fun to play with them all.
He nabbed you. Like that the Frisbees, oh, man, you guys are such an awesome team. Such a shame what happened.
It,
It's
it,
nice to hear that,
Such an
Ben. Thank
organic
you.
group that comes together. Like,
Thanks.
It hurt me
But
when
it
you guys broke
but it
up.
could have been Swarm. We could have been Father Ben and me and you, Dylan, the three of us playing together.
Could have been. I think with Swarm and Dylan, like it was like, you know, there was a time where maybe you wanted it and then we wanted it and it was just never at the right
I
time.
know. I feel like it always was off and on. Like one person wanted, like I wanted to join you guys, and you're like, I don't really want to play with you. And then it was
Then
flipped.
we,
So
yeah, who knows? Who knows? But
I'm not
we
saying you actually said that,
not to
but
brag, but the Swarm has we could make I could make a super team with the list of players who have tried to get on Swarm over the years. Like a whole separate team of players.
That would
right.
actually be fun to look at.
Look at our DMs, Swarm DMs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the Swarm team.
How come the Swarm doesn't have an Instagram account?
I know. I know.
That's the first team.
I know.
Ben Roberts' team, the guy that
OG.
runs all the
I
tournaments.
I just figure people hear enough about the Swarm. You don't want to have it. I mean, that's obnoxious. You don't want to see an Instagram page.
Everybody likes hearing about the
Exactly.
Swarm.
I wouldn't mind.
I'd love seeing more about the Swarm. Seeing the practices out there with the scarecrows.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just me and Bree. So it's sad, you know. Just
Hey,
throwing.
that's nice y'all got each other though. Like you got somebody always that you can go out and go out and play with.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, this was fun. This went long. I'm really glad you guys joined. I don't know. Hopefully the people will enjoy it.
Boy,
Sure hope so.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you is it how do you like being on this end of it? Are you like I noticed you guys you're thinking before you speak. You're like, "Oh no, what am I going to say? I don't want to say the wrong thing."
trying to filter heavily.
It's not easy, is it?
No, it's not. No, it's really fun. I remember the first time I saw this before Volume 6, like leading up to that draft tournament and everything. It was really cool. I was really sad. I mean, obviously y'all were super busy last year, but I was really sad that there wasn't any of this last year because it's super fun for the build up.
I know. That's kind of why I wanted to bring it back.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
I used to be more like concerned about how I would say things on something like this. But I think now, for the most part, people know like I love everybody. Like it's fun. Like if we say anything that could be maybe perceived as negative, like it's just like frisbee wise. It's not like people
Put
wise.
two people on a thumbnail or
Oh,
anything.
yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I did. I used you guys. I see. I knew you wouldn't mind. So
Clickbait. No, I loved it. It was awesome.
No, yeah, I didn't care.
black and white. It was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
The bad, the bad guys. Me and Dylan, we looked like
What
terrible
went
people in that
wrong
photo.
with the frisbee tournament?
Right.
With our picture,
Yeah,
thanks.
you guys got
The
you.
worst part was like I saw the title of it and I had bad signal, and so the thumbnail hadn't loaded, and then it loaded up and my jaw just dropped, and I like immediately called Dylan and I was like, "Dude, we're cooked." Like before I watched the video, I hadn't seen the video yet, and obviously you had like texted me like you were gonna have some fun with it, and then I saw that and I was like, "What is Ben's definition of fun?" But I mean, obviously it was a great video. It was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Well, good. You trust me enough. So who knows what this thumbnail will be? You know,
Hey, it's gonna be. I'll send you a picture of me as a kid too. And you can put
you'll
me and Dylan side by side, and then Father Ben over both of us.
you'll know by now because the video is posted. So, anyways, that's it. Next time, guys, we're gonna do third tournament history. We'll do format reveal. We'll talk about things. We're gonna be another month closer next time a video comes out. So, any last words before we wrap it up?
No,
All right.
no, I think we covered it all.
All right. Till the next time.